All right, very interesting question. Somebody asked me that the 11th house is known as the house of fulfillment of wishes, desires, hopes, aspirations, and everything that we know. But Jaimini Rishi says it's the house of punishment. We have seen that video some time back, right? Some months back, I made that video. Why is 11th house the house of punishment? But today we will discuss when does it become punishment and when does it become a blessing, right? So, see, what is the 11th house? 11th house is the house where your desire gets fulfilled. This is what you have read, right? Well, but the problem with the 11th house is desires are endless. So, when one desire is fulfilled, then you go to the other desire, then another. So it's like a never ending race. The 11th house is like a game which you can never win or you can't stop, which you can never win and you cannot stop, right? Imagine playing a game where you can never win it, neither can you stop playing. It's like that. Now, the 11th house fulfills the desires and takes you to the next desire. So, when does it become a curse? See, if the overall chart is not very good, the sun is not good, moon is not good, the fifth lord, ninth lord, they are not good, and if the majority of the planets are related to the Dusthana houses, the sixth house, eighth house, the 12th house, through planetary lordships or by nakshatra, then what happens is the person, even though his desire is fulfilled, he or she does not feel happy within, right? So then the person goes to the next desire, right? Then again the person fulfills the desire and again the person is unhappy. So then what happens? It's like a never ending reaction. Then it becomes the house of punishment, because if your desire was never fulfilled in the first place, then you would maybe introspect and look towards God and spirituality, right? And you try to understand what is this universe, what is law of karma and all this, right? You would try maybe, but now what is happening? Your desire is getting fulfilled, so you have this fake conviction within you that materialistic pleasure, material life will always make me happy, right? Irrespective of anything that happens, and therefore I will go to the next desire, next desire, next desire, next desire, right? So then this is a problem. But suppose the overall chart is very good and the person has a strong ascendant, has a strong sun, moon, the fourth house is good. Fourth house, fifth house, ninth house, very, very, very crucial, because these are the houses which determine how much happy will you be at the end. This is internal happiness, which has nothing to do with the externals, okay? So if you have these placements in good houses, in good dignity, then what happens is you have some desire, you experience that pleasure, and then you get purified, and you do not have that desire anymore, right? Then what happens? You get all the experiences of material world, and gradually you can go towards like spiritual fulfillment, because the fifth house and the ninth house, if good, it will give you this awareness that, my dear sir, my dear madam, you wanted to get this happiness, you got this, but you thought it was happiness, but actually it was pleasure, right? It did not make you happy ultimately. So now that you have fulfilled these quote unquote happy desires, now you go and look for God, look for wisdom, spiritual progress, spiritual elevation, right? Then what happens is, then this same 11th house becomes a very big blessing, because now you do not have cravings anymore. The example is given that when a fruit becomes ripe, it falls down automatically. So the ripe fruit is compared to a very matured person who has experienced materialistic happiness, and now the person at during the last years of his life, he or she is able to focus exclusively on spirituality, on God, on Lord Vishnu, basically. But if somebody is not very happy, then they will say that, oh, but my desires are not fulfilled, right? I have more desires, more desires, more desires. So if your chart is not very good, then the 11th house is the biggest curse, because that will keep you away from God, because you will not be happy internally, but you will have this fake you will be in this fake illusion that one day I'll be happy, right? So because of that, you will never look to God, because your desires are getting fulfilled, but yet you are not happy. And if the horoscope is very good, if Jupiter is good and these houses, Jupiter, Venus, and all the other things that I said, if they are good, then what happens is you experience pleasure and you transcend it. You realize that that's the end of this pleasure. There's nothing more that I can get from this pleasure, right? So that will be all from my side. If you like this video, click the thumbs up and share it with your friends, family members. And if you want a consultation, please go to my website down below, exoticastrology.in. God is there with you all the time. Just look to him and you will surely find him, irrespective of how is your 11th house. Thank you.